It is finally time to hit Fontaine. I assume I'm getting there from Sumeru. Oh, Carmen usually talks at me whenever we have updates. Really? 5 primogems just for logging in? What? That's great. That's great. Prelude of Blessure and Noirceur. Yep, I don't do French, even remotely, so I'm going to butcher every single name imaginable. So we have the first of our Fontainian characters, Linny, Spectacle of Phantasmagoria. And then we also have Lynette as a 4-star on his banner and Yelan's banner. Although I believe, oh gosh, if I remember from the event program, we should be getting Lynette a different way, I think through an event or something. So I'm not even bothering to wish on any of these because I don't want either of them. Although I could build pity or the ruin it if I actually got one of the characters. I have zero interest in Lenny. And I've never really had any interest in Yelan, but you know, and I'm just going to pick something here because otherwise it keeps getting angry at me. But I'll continue to wish on this one if I do in fact get wishes in that direction. But let us proceed. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. Alrighty. Now this is the one we all want to look at. The events. Oh, sweet dear God. That's a lot to take in. Relic Records. Creations of the Hydro Nation. Unlock any statue of a 7 in Fontaine to begin the event. Okay, obviously I'm not going to read that then.
Let the magic begin!
Never falls on magic. Here you go. This is how you get Lynette. I never want the magic performances to end. If only the pigeons, balloons, and all manner of strange objects could fly out of my hat without ever stopping. That would be perfect. That would be a performance of magical power, not of magic tricks. Lynette takes a sip of tea. Though if you really want, I could continuously create pigeons and balloons for you. It's not like it's hard. I'm going to assume that was Lenny, and that's Lynette. So just invite. We just get a free character. Oh, wow. I thought we had to actually do something. That feels kind of cheap.
Let the magic begin!
Wow, okay. Damn. I thought we'd do something with her, but no, it's just, hey, welcome. She is very dexterous and agile with her fingers. So I'll look at her design because we will do a test run. So we may as well start with her since we now have her in our party. I seriously thought there was more to it, but you know, there isn't. So we'll roll with it. Okay. Lynette's elemental skill allows her to execute an Enigma Thrust, dealing... I really wonder where they get these words and names from. Dealing animo damage. When the skill is held... Ew. Lynette will enter a high-speed pilfering shadow state and unleash her Enigma Thrust when this state ends. Is there any benefit to holding it, except to just time it differently? You aren't insinuating that it does any extra damage. It's okay, I can just look at it later. By using her elemental burst, Lynette will summon a Bogglecat box that can taunt and attack nearby opponents. When the Bogglecat box comes into contact with certain elements, it will change colors and fire vivid shots that deal damage from the corresponding element. I mean, I get it, but it's not very practical. So if it's near like a pyro slime and it comes into contact with pyro, and then it's going to start firing out vivid shots of pyro damage, that's not going to be very useless against a slime that's pyro because it's immune to its own kind of damage. So while it's cool in theory, it doesn't really work in practice. Additional elements also drop. Yep, cool. Be with you in a sec. Let's reread these abilities, shall we? Okay, so you perform up to 4 rapid strikes. It's pretty normal. Consumes a certain amount of stamina to unleash 2 rapid sword strikes and an enigmatic feint. Flicks her mantle and executes an Enigma Thrust, dealing animo damage. When the Enigma Thrust hits an opponent... See, look at this. It was missing so much information from the previous description. It will restore Lynette's HP based on her max HP. So that means that you need max HP artifacts? Question mark? And in the 4 seconds afterwards, she will lose a certain amount of HP per second. That's vague. A certain amount. That's super vague, man. Based on whether you press or hold this ability... Wait, so she restores the HP and then she loses HP. Are they equivalent? Will she end up higher, the same, or lower in HP as before she used this ability? I guess if I go to skill attributes, it will tell me. Based on whether you press or hold this ability, she'll use... Okay, she'll use it differently. Okay, cool. So if she presses it, she uses it. Great, go team. She holds. She'll apply a shadow sign to a nearby opponent. You can control her movement direction during this state, and you can end it prematurely by using a skill again. So it's a movement speed? Dislike. When this high speed state ends, Lynette will unleash her Enigma Thrust. If there is an opponent with shadow sign applied to them nearby, Lynette will approach them in a flash before using it. It sounds like it's a really time consuming way to do the exact same thing as when you push it. But I guess maybe if you can use it to target a distant enemy, it will close the gap between you. That just sounds like too much effort. A maximum of one opponent can have shadow sign at any one time. When this opponent gets too far from Lynette, the shadow sign will be cancelled. Arca. Is it just Arc or Arca? I don't remember what they were saying in the special program. Uisha? Oof. At specific intervals, Lynette will unleash a surging blade when she uses Enigma Thrust, dealing Uisha aligned animo damage. It doesn't even specify the difference. Okay, so your HP regeneration is 25% of max HP. And then the HP cost per second for 4 seconds is 6. 6 times 4 only works out to be 24. So you get that extra 1% HP, guys. Congratulations. But if she was at max HP, she didn't just loses 24% of her HP just willy-nilly. That's rough. So you're going to have health issues is what I'm reading here. Gotta tell you, Lynette, I don't run with characters that have health issues. I mean, I tried to get Blade in Honkai and that didn't work out so well for me. So yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really, that playstyle doesn't really work for me. But okay. Okay. There's animo. When it comes into with the 4 main elements, it will gain the corresponding element and yeah, okay. Once during this ability's duration. That's cool, but only if you have enemies of different elements available. Otherwise, it's like super impractical. Sophisticated synergy. After 10 seconds after, within 10 seconds after using magic trick astonishing shift, that's her burst. When there are 1, 2, 3, 4 elemental types in the party, all party members' attack will be increased thusly. That is very handy as a passive. Okay. I mean, I only have 3, so it'd be 16%, but that's still very cool. Props positively prepped. After the Bogglecat summoned by that performs elemental conversion, assuming it does, her burst will deal 15% more damage. But it is her burst. That's a little confusing. This damage will persist. Loci-based mnemonics shows the location of nearby recovery orbs on the minimap. For swimming. The aquatic stamina and HP gained from touching orbs will be increased by 20%. Okay, so you kind of want her in your party for movement. Okay, I see. And now to assess Lynette. Oh, she's just going to casually have a spot of tea. That's cute. She's cute. Her eyes are a little plain, but I think they're still pretty. I like her ears. It's funny that you can't see her actual ears, so I have to wonder if the cat ones are her real ones. She has cute hair flakes. I quite like this business over here. And then she's got the braid coming through. Braid, yeah. Technically it's a braid by at least 2 stitches. That's cute. Asymmetry is always my favorite. I love this massive bow she's got. I think it's freaking adorable. You can see it from the front, you can see it from the back, you can see it from the side. It is cute. And her hair is just cute as well. It's like a second cat's tail.
Seems Lenny is saying some strange things again.
Lenny's an idiot. Don't worry about him.
It's really worrying.
Right? I like your top, if it could be called thus. I mean, it only covers your arms, technically speaking. So your sleeves, I guess. I like the little belt and the buckles. The gloves are a bit meh. I'm not the best fan of gloves, but maybe it works for you, dear. I like your cute little bows. It's like insanely large, but it matches the bow in your hair, so that's cool. And you've got like a... oh my gosh. Pauldron. You've just randomly got a pauldron. I'm not quite sure on the theory behind that, but it looks cool. And then you're essentially wearing a bodysuit. It's essentially just like a leotard. because it's not a dress. It's a leotard. Or bodysuit, whatever you want to call it in this day and age. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, a leotard. I think it's quite cute. I like the little fluffy, poofy bit under the sides. It's cute. Asymmetry on the feet. Love it. Can't really see your feet and shoes so well. They're kind of really plain. But in saying that, that works for you because you don't want to take away from your other details. So having your like legs and lower being quite plain works well for you. You're freaking adorable. Don't know about your combat abilities, but you're freaking adorable. Oh yeah, and a tail. Meh. Tail's a meh. Okay, so we're just going to press the button. Consider it pressed. And then we're going to hold the button.
Surprise!
Yeah, I guess it's just for mobility. And now he's going to absorb cryo, one assumes. He deals so much animo damage. Wow. He's amazing. And he didn't take in any cryo.
Cue the spotlight.
I'm not seeing her HP change at all. Okay, it's gone up now. There we go. Ow. That hurts her. I'm a delicate freaking flower, right?
Over here.
That's actually good, because she's a dump and run character, which is like my favorite kind, because she would never be my main anyway, but she's a fantastic dump and run. You dump a E, you dump a Q, then you just peace out. And they're going to attack the Boggle Cat and not her. She's actually pretty good for my party, despite the health situation. That's a bit of a concern, but yeah, she could be a goer. I don't want to get too excited for her because all her level of stuff is going to be in Fontaine. It's going to be a lot of effort to actually level her. So I don't want to get too attached to the idea of using her, but she does seem to have use in a party such as mine. Don't know what other characters I'd have with her. Did I click on the right thing? I feel like I just wasted something that shouldn't have been wasted. Oh well, done now. I was too busy talking. Distracted.
My perception has been heightened.
I have to do boss battles as well because I don't have an accrual of like boss materials and gemstones and shit. That's not the button I wanted. I wanted this button. Okay, so she takes meshing gear. Clockwork mecha's gear. I guess we, go kill some mecha. That sounds about right. Lumideuse bell. A serene and tranquil violet flower. Looks kind of blue to me. Right, found in the wild. In the north of the Court of Fontaine. Okay, we're going to go on a flower hunt as per usual. Artifice to spare clockwork component. Capelia. I saw that ballet. Okay. Icewind Sweet. And then, as we go higher, it's all just the same stuff. Okay, cool. We just need a shit ton of them. Yes. See, I don't have any of these things just floating around. Okay, I got a lot of small ones, but that's it. Because I haven't really been killing things of the boss variety. She's cute. Will contemplate. Could be of use. I like things that are of use to me. And we've got a lot of weapons, so it's not like she'd be hurting for us to level something up for her. Whatever. I mean, look at this scroll bar. I think we're due to be we're due to be doing something with someone's weapons. Test run. Clean. Let's go test run Linny. When Linny performs an aimed shot, that's never going to happen. He can fire off a prop arrow at charge level 2 and consume... Wait, so I don't even have to charge, just you aim and shoot. And consume HP... Oh my god, what's with these bloody twins, siblings, whatever they are, massacring and cannibalizing themselves? Sheesh. They could call it the Sanguine Twins. To obtain prop surplus stacks. When a prop arrow hits, it will summon a Grin Malkin hat. I don't like this hat business. I think it's really tacky, but I've said that in the event. reaction. That can taunt nearby enemies and deal damage when it leaves the field. Okay, so they're kind of similar in that they summon a hat that taunts. Lunara's elemental skill consumes prop surplus stacks to deal AoE pyro damage according to the number of stacks cleared and regenerate his HP. If a hat is on the field when his elemental skill is cast, the hat will explode. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. After casting his burst, Lunny will turn into a green Malcolm cat, lame, and move around the battlefield, dealing damage to opponents nearby. When the duration ends, he will summon a hat. Okay. A little confused. I mean, I'm very much convinced I hate it, but, you know. Okay, his hat is more interesting than Mona's headpiece, that's for sure. Oh, you got a little plaque too? So you do match your sister.
I wonder what my dear
cute.
sister Lynette is doing right now.
And I like how they have different things in their
Missing me
faces.
to death, I'm sure.
Wow, he's narcissistic. Love it. Not. Okay, so he's got a pauldron on the other shoulder compared to hers. It's probably just like a type of cape, but I don't know what it is. So I'm treating it like armor. And then he's got a little ribbon, which I really hate, on the arm. I don't mind his bows. Harness thing's a bit iffy, but you know, it's fine. I like his sleeves. His gloves match Linny's, which is cute. In fact, all of his outfit kind of matches Linny's, which is nice. Don't know that I really like your design though. The whole high socks with this like tiny shorts, it just makes me think of like a cringy young child.
Seriously, you have a great
really
magician
like it.
standing right here.
Their
You don't wanna
shoes are
miss
the
the best
same, I
part, do
think.
you?
Slightly different tone, but the same. So yeah, I just, this is revolting to me. I do like his bow though. His bow looks cool. That's a cool bow. I'm pretty satisfied with the bow. That's about it. Sad, but true. Okay, so we're shooting things, you say? Oh, wow. Did you really just jump over that? Rude.
Now disappear.
Fuck it. Do it my way. Charge shot my ass. Aimed my ass. Oh my god, the cards are going everywhere. Holy shit. His third shot uses the cards. His third shot.
A round of applause.
Oh my word. Was he meant to do damage? I feel like I missed everything. I feel like I missed everything. So you were very difficult to kill. Apparently I'm not a DPS.
Let's get this show on the road.
I don't want to do that. Can you just face the bloody dude I'm trying to kill? Don't go past him.
Stay calm.
Oh my god, we're still not through yet.
A round of applause.
Turn around. It's so hard to control. Oh god, he's gonna die. Bennett.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
You tell us that. We're gonna die otherwise, so can y'all get your thing
my way.
happening?
Let's get this show on the road.
Jesus, dislike immensely. Because, like, I always face an enemy who I want to use my Q ability on. He just sort of goes past them and keeps going, and you got to try and struggle to turn around. And by that time, your ability is pretty much wasted. By the time you turn around and get back to the enemy and try and damage them, it's like, oh, well, your ability's over now. Dislike, wrong button. And then I think do I want the Primogems? I want the Primogems. We all know how your alarm works.
Come a little closer. Nice and spicy.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
She's pretty cool.
Busted.
Dodge this.
Wow, he wasn't even aiming at anything. Come on, Kaya. 28 enemies?
Try not to enjoy.
I feel like they're a little vicious here.
Into the fire.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
She has so many buffs at the moment. Buff attacks. Oh my word. She's always a fun DPS, I feel. Out of all the bow users I've used, her and Yumiya are probably the two decent ones. Who I could survive having in my party, but I don't know that I would necessarily use them optimally. Like, I know Ganyu I would not use correctly, so she couldn't be in my party. Anyway, Linny's story quest. Start. Why would I want to start a side quest and I haven't even met the man? The Terrestrial Sea, Origin of All Waters, a new area unlocked. A story that has never been heard, a legend that has been forgotten. Like a lost kingdom sunken beneath the waves, yearning for a bard to sing its drowned songs, except the land is clearly elevated. Following the direction of pure currents, crossing wilderness, the depths of the forests and vastness of the seas of sand, arriving at the origin of all the waters of the continent. At the top of the waterfall, in the depths of the capital atop the Terrestrial Sea... I mean... It's not going to be an extraterrestrial sea, so it's a really odd choice of words. The curtain softly rises on the start of the next chapter of the adventure. Gear and... Oh yeah, you guys look amazing. Pretty sure I need to meet you. Your decisions when speaking with them will determine if you'll challenge the Dirge of Coppelia or the Nemesis of Coppelius, as well as the character essential materials obtained from the Leyline Blossom after completing the challenge. One assumes I have to be in Fontaine though for that. Lone Suzerain of Land and Sea. That's another boss. And mode of synergy that I give 0 shits for. Cool. Let's go with our story then. Prelude of... I am not reading that. Yeah, you can make that what you will. Soloist's Prologue. It is time to go to Fontaine, it seems. The next phase of your journey is about to begin. We're going to Caravan Ribat. Seems like an odd choice because we're not anywhere near a coast and we're nowhere near the border of Fontaine. That seems like a very strange choice, but I will go as you say.
Good old Caravan Ribat. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
I don't know, Paimon, but I'm going to be honest. Having not heard your voice in 2 weeks, hearing again is painful to my ears. I just thought I would let you know that. I actually felt relief when I didn't have to listen to you. But here we are. What were we up to the first time we came here? Was it something to do with deer? No, that couldn't have been it. Something with Sino? I don't remember why we were here the first time.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
It doesn't really tell me what we did here, which I think was more the question. I guess we may have stumbled upon this place at some point before.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right?
More or less, yes.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
I'm sorry, I've just noticed that it's still an Illumine. It's only half a rug. I guess it's a work in progress. Yes, but as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it.
It's almost like we
Who
draw
knows
it.
what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
I mean, that's essentially what I was saying. We tend to just draw the trouble and instigate things. So I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Me? Before Paimon
Why do you
ran
accuse
into
me?
you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Exactly my point, Paimon. You were the one who got into trouble. I was the one who rescued you. I was not the catalyst for your problems. It's you. You're the culprit.
Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
How is that for Nahita's sake? To stop bringing trouble to her country? I'm not sure I understand your meaning. Next up, Fontaine.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Well, I didn't really choose to come here. The game kind of told me to come here, dear.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering it may have nothing to do with our journey.
Nothing ever has anything to do with our journey, Paimon. I just wish one day someone would just go, name, instead of just, oh, it's name. I just go, Thea, Traveler, Paimon. Not, oh, it's you. It's like, aha, I'm standing here. Of course it's me. It just sounds less horrible if you just say someone's name.
But never mind that. What brings you here?
I mean, doesn't she frequently visit Aru? It's not exactly out of her way.
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
I'm wondering how she's relevant to my trip to Fontaine. She's most likely going to go with me. We're preparing to leave Sumeria and head to Fontaine. Hello, eavesdropper.
You serious?
What do you mean am I serious? It's not like I was going to live here forever.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Never stay too long. Honey, we've been here for a year. I think we've been here for adequate amount of time.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
I say I'll be fine.
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways.
I've never seen
Knowing
any
you
waterways
two,
in the desert.
I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Now. We'll leave as soon as we finish a few more preparations. Journey should be spontaneous. They shouldn't, but if this means we go there quicker.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet.
Sounds like a you
Now,
problem.
where's that list Paimon made?
Sounds like a you problem. I'm leaving. Oh yeah, during rehearsals, does this really seem like the time or place to be doing that shit? No. Sir, you're being super creepy and super stalkerish, and I don't like it.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
I'll be back before you even know it. You won't even know that I'm gone, dear. That's how frequently I pop into every little country I've been to, except for Inazuma. And Inazuma's just too difficult to get to on the map, so yeah, I rarely go there.
Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you.
Very true.
Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
Yeah.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
She'll know from our dreams anyway.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Thanks, dear. I still kind of regret not being able to get you, but that's okay. Take care. Bye, dear.
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Oh, don't get too excited. Stalker guy is still going to accost us at some point along the way. That was a nice panoramic shot. After selling metals in Sumeria, you approach the border with Fontaine. Where might that be exactly? It's not going to show me because it's going straight into a cutscene. Yet apparently I have this waypoint. Beats me. We literally just go straight to, yep, okay, because that's how Arc Climate works. Well, I know where our first statue of the Seven's gonna be. Right there, at the top. I need new characters. As fun as these characters are, I'm getting super sick of looking at Clutching. I mean it in the nicest possible way, Clutching, but I've been looking at you for months, and I really would like to look at somebody else. What are you hassling me for? Ugh, worry about that shit later. Where are we on the map? I've never even been here before. Hell, I'm missing a waypoint. Oh yeah, by the way, we now have subterranean maps, which is great. There seems to be a tunnel that leads to where I am. Interesting. return. It just seems odd that you would just make me go this way. Like, away from all of this. It seems an odd choice. Why not just let me do the journey?
Hold hands.
Why fast travel me here?
Eyes on me!
Nowhere to hide.
It's a beautiful, decisive final strike clipping. I'm quite impressed of your efforts. Thank you. Very clammish looking
As far as
structures.
treasure is concerned.
Any treasure is great treasure, alright. Clipping. Hello. We need to go that way. We just need to go this way. Probably still be attacked, but yep, case in point. Hey, squirrel. I'm good. Bye. The frog's here. Hi. Give me a sec to get my shit together. I failed epically because I pressed the button and I didn't hold it. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. This is the most awkward spot, sir, to have this battle. We've had it literally
That's
anywhere
everything.
else.
On to the next.
Oh well, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Oh. Okay. I was expecting there to be a follow-up, but there just, like, wasn't. I still feel super weird that we've just, like, covered this terrain. Why couldn't we do this manually? Why did you auto-travel me? Like, I've literally missed a Sealy. This feels so weird. So very, very weird. Okay. Like, why am I backtracking? It's awkward. Yep, bro, I'm not going that way. The game has literally put me in the opposite direction. I'm going that way. Please, just sprout here. I know I can't see a court, but really, just sprout here, please. Are you going down? Oh, that is a rough choice. Oh, you're not. Brilliant. Where are you going? Oh, all the way over there? Man. Go faster. I've already been this way. Thank you.
Not bad.
Now,
As far as treasure
as
is
we were
concerned.
doing, we should probably find out what's down here since we came this far, right? Does this count as Sumeru? Because we're technically on the Sumerian side of the river. Didn't Dia need this red stuff?
I see
Just
everything.
two of you? No, three of you. About to say, that just seems a bit weird that there's just two of you. There's really so few enemies. Oh. Thank you.
The more the merrier.
Rhea. Anyway, as we were. A lot of lizards down here. There's not much of anything down here. It's okay. We're almost at the waypoint. There. Nope, that's a challenge. That probably goes this way. Betcha. Yep. Nah, bro. We'll have to go back that way. Let me just get this waypoint first. Where are we? Down. Why are we down? We're literally outside. How is this waypoint down? It's under that, sure, but it's still a normal terrain. Oh well, at least I know where I am now. The tree's there. Cool. Let's do this challenge, and then we'll continue on the Fontaine. It's just, I don't understand why we couldn't travel here ourselves. We could have just fast traveled to here and just manually come through if that was what we needed to do. That would have been way more fun than being told, no, you must. Hello? Fast travel past that point. It's very rude. They're just 9? That's super easy. Thanks.
That's everything.
It absolutely is, and now I'm doing a bit of this. So, how does one get down there? Are we supposed to just throw ourselves off the edge of the cliff? Because, I mean, that sounds like a pretty abundantly bad idea. Plus, you don't get to explore the terrain as you go down. So there's ground over there. And there's ground over here as well. How do you pick and choose? I'm going for this one. Would you just glide? Ah, it's a little hill chill encampment. Leave you guys in peace. Over here is not much of anything. Think it's gonna pop in if I get closer? No, there's really just not much happening over there. Okay. Is there a way up? No, just there. Well, that's awkward. Wow, time of day. Looks pretty in that direction with the sunset. Okay, we have boats pretending that they're going to Maritime Harbour. They're not moving, hence why they're pretending. Oh, I have to take a wave rider across. I was thinking it would just like put me on a cool ass ship and, you know, like going to Inazuma for the first time. But no, we just drive ourselves. Where are all the people? I suppose this is the desert, isn't it? Hello, tortoise looking things. I hope you're not violent. You're not, you just go into your shell. Brilliant. That seems like the safe option overall. Hi, crab. Thanks, crab. Bye, crab. Oh gosh, we've passed into night. It's also very blue. I think I could embark some of these ships. Oh, there's literally nowhere to stand on it. Never mind. What a tiny ship. You've got 6 shipping containers of cargo, and then that's kind of it. Your problem, not mine. Oh, that ship I could go on to. I don't know what that symbol is, though. Wait, what? Really? Really? That just seems almost mean. Oh, you can't climb that? Well, that's shite. Oh my god, that was so pretty! Hydroculus are my favorite! Oh my word, did you see that, guys? It was gorgeous. We apparently need to go over there. I should probably go the way I'm supposed to go. Hi! I know where it wants me to go, but I don't want to go that way. Oh no, I can go this way. Oh god, it's one of those things. Ah! I'm flying here. Wrong time of day entirely.
Water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
Still the complete another wrong time of day. Interesting that it changed that for me. Normally cutscenes just go with whatever time of day you've currently got going in the world, but it kind of overrode that. What is that dial? That is not a clock. Or is it? From 10 till 2.
Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
I always find it funny when Paimon's trying to tell us about a new place, or, you know, tell us about what she's heard, because she's supposed to be the best guide into that. It's like, Paimon, you've been in this world just as long as I have, and you know just as much as I do about the world. So when you say, Paimon's heard this, it's like, well, I guess if you've heard it, then I have heard it too. But anyway, so I heard, and it's about what I expected. Whoopsies, expected is there, imagined is there, whatever.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but
Typo.
maybe it would be
Compared to
better
what she
if
said.
we found something to do.
But, yeah, I don't know, Paimon. Things tend to get dramatic and violent when we come to these places and put multiple lives in danger. For once, it'd be great if we didn't find something to do and could just casually stroll the promenade. But that won't happen, will it?
What do you think?
I just told you what I thought. Let's start by meeting the Hydro-Archon. Hydro-Archon.
Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
Did she? I don't remember.
Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling and also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better.
Yep. I mean, at this point, you could just, like, skip your way through the next 3 countries and get us closer to your brother. We don't have to linger in here.
So,
Revolutionize the country.
What do you think the Hydro-Archon's like? Will we get along?
No.
Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Sassy and annoying from what I've seen.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
I mean, I already saw them before and I was trying to join them when they kind of cut me into the scene.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Harbor security. Did somebody die?
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him.
Raina.
I thought he would at least
Enough
fight on a
bed.
little longer for his family.
Who died? And
I was
why?
expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
It's hard to tell if they're talking about somebody literal and who actually existed. That's a friend of theirs. It's hard to tell if they're just talking about a play. Or it's hard to tell if they're talking about somebody who just went through the justicial system, because that's also like a play. So I'm not quite sure which way we're going with this.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Oh my gosh, I also see Lynette standing over there listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, so Paimon has also assumed it's a play. It is so not a play. It must be options 1 or 3.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Option 3.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
Yes.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
That's someone's life you're talking about. You do realize that, right, Raina?
Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
You think?
You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera, which is kind of concerning. I just want to point something out that I've just noticed while we were having, visual switchbacks between Paimon and the Traveler and then the 2 others. The way that we look, we're soft, we don't have any harsh lines, we've also got sort of crisp detail. It's really nice to look at. When you cut to these 2, they've got some super harsh lines, and just the cut of their clothes, not like the style, but the way it's laid out doesn't match the artist. I don't know how to describe it. It's like precise and crisp, but soft at the same time. Yet they're harsh and off-putting. There's just two different like physical art styles going on. And again, I'm not talking about fashion, I'm talking about art. And it's just not matching for me.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Could it be that we're not outlined in black, we're outlined in brown, and they're outlined in black? I don't know. I can't describe what the difference is.
No worries.
So she's got harsh
Other
lines.
visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases.
I don't know. It seems off. And maybe it's because there's not that much like crisp detail as here as well. I don't know. Something's quite off. But however, I do like your brooch here and your high neck piece, like of the shirt. It's quite lovely.
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Question. Does Neuvillette view the proceedings within his court as a play? Or does he himself give the cases the, as you say, the reverence that they deserve? He seems like a very serious man, but I haven't met him, so...
As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
She does not speak French. She butchered that as much as I would butcher it. The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. The oratory mechanical analyst cardinal? Okay. A machine created by the Archon. Okay. A judgment device. Oh, that's right. The energy in this place runs on justice, doesn't it? Judgment device created by the Archon.
You're a trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance.
The only time I ever hear the syllable trees is when it's related to a cockatrice. So the oratrice just makes me think of a cockatrice.
Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, look at her shoes. They're so little cute. Little bows on them.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically
lives there?
You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
She lives at the courthouse. Ooh.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Or the interest. Time slots?
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
She hurts me already. She seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. It's literally her job and her responsibility to take care of her country. More or less. And she chooses to just ignore it in favor of popularity.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Yeah, but people tend to leave Nahida alone. And but that's probably for their own safety.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Would she like to be described in those terms?
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're
that's what I
talking
mean.
about. You should show some more respect.
Seems a bit condescending.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Are you not allowed to speak out against the Archon? Is there no freedom of speech here?
Come Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
She answered my question. Thank you very much. Seems the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her or respect her for that matter.
All right, I think we get it. Thank you. At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
I don't know that we want to. Are you seeing Lynette?
But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime.
If they let us enter, sure.
Hey, what are you looking over there for?
Lynette's over there. There's a girl over there. She's been sitting alone for quite some time. Like, that's a crime. Let's go ignore her. Sorry, let's go break her
Maybe
peace.
something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
She doesn't really look like she's going to, no. She just wanted to stand here for a bit of peace and quiet, and we're about to go ruin that for her.
Maybe we better go check on her.
Maybe we should just stop being busybodies and leave her to her own devices. I think it's a better idea.